there, James Wedmore here with realityMASTERMIND.com, and I want to welcome you to our second edition of our vNewsletter, where we are sharing everything internet marketing as we learn it, so you get to learn from the successes and failures from a newbie translated into newbie terms, so we can all learn from each other and grow together. So I got a lot of cool stuff to go over today, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, a few updates. Monday through Wednesday of this week, so even after this video has been posted, I will be in San Francisco. Really excited about it, taking a road trip. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is, if you didn't know already, I won a brand new car. Thank you. A 2011 Ford Fiesta, and I'm like the only person in the Orange County or Southern California area that has this car, part of the Ford Fiesta movement and their marketing campaign. So that is the first reason why I'm telling you. The second reason is I have a huge passion for traveling. And so being able to do the type of stuff I'm doing in internet marketing and have an online business where you can get up and leave for a few days, take your work with you, but be able to just say, yeah, let's go, is just so amazing, and it's just why I just love doing what I'm trying to do. Other update I want to share with you is my first ever live teleseminar. So save this date. There's going to be a link below this video with more information on the call. But my first one is this upcoming Friday, which is May 29th, which is going to be with a good friend of mine, Dave Powers of rcpowers.com. Such an amazing call, because here's the thing. A lot of people in this whole internet marketing industry, they all become friends, and they all swap affiliate links and promote each other's products, and we all get to know them, and they all share and do the same basic tactics and principles, and it's just everything seems to be repurposed and rehashed. Well, what if there was someone out there who doesn't even know those experts, doesn't even know what they're doing, yet he's still crushing it online? So we're going to get a fresh perspective on how to make money on the internet, how to become a superstar, because that's what he has done over the past few years in his niche. And honestly, he's a brilliant, brilliant mind, and just to listen to him for an hour is going to blow you away, and there's no pitch. He's got nothing to sell but give great, great content, and it is my job to be your interviewer, as the interviewer, to get as much great content out as I can. So more than anything, I'm excited to have my first teleseminar. So I hope you join me then. That's May 29th. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6, 7, 8. I believe that'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Moving right along, I want to go on and talk about my internet marketing rant of the week. So the topic for today is the term massive action, which is getting thrown around a lot, because it's always so inspiring to say, go take that massive action and encourage and motivate people. But you have to be very careful. I'm going to demonstrate real quick on the board, so stay with me. Probably saying, James, what the heck did you just draw on there? Well, this is your instant money-making online business. It's this really cool thing where if you take massive action and you put it right in here, what you're going to get is money. It's really, really, really cool. And we all have the ability to have one of these machines. The problem is, the majority of us, especially when we're first starting out, doesn't know what that massive action is. So we don't know what goes on in here. Because what this really is an analogy for your strategy, your online strategy for success. How are you going to be making money? The problem is is so many people are telling you all these different steps to take, but most of those steps, most of those action steps are just tactics, and there's no real strategy in place. So my recommendation to you is when someone encourages you and actually gets you off your butt to do something, make sure you know what massive action you're going to take. Just setting up a fan page on Facebook or changing your Twitter background to something fancy, sure, that's massive action, you're taking action, but when you add up all the time invested in doing these little activities, at the end of the day, has it made you any money? So the most important thing before taking that massive action is to take a step back and look at what your strategy is. What my recommendation to you is to not take massive action, is to know what that action is before you just jump into all these fancy little fun things that us entrepreneurs get distracted and love to do. That's what happened to me. I got burnt out by it, so I don't want it to happen to you. And yeah, I know I'm a pretty good artist. Let's go ahead and talk about our biggest success of the week, or something that I have learned and I'd love to share on with you. And that is, in one word, teleseminars. Really excited about this. I have met Bob the Teacher Jenkins a few times now, and we spoke recently at an event, and he finally, just motivated me to the point where I had to take action on this, and it was to incorporate the teleseminar model into what I'm doing with Reality Mastermind. Is why don't I get all these other experts that know what they're talking about and start interviewing them. So like I said earlier, we have that first interview with Dave Powers on May 29th, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I've gathered all these other experts that I look up to and see as these huge mentors. And so my success is that I was so nervous because I didn't want to inconvenience these people. I didn't want to ask them for something with, little in return. Yet I found out, especially after taking Bob's course, the teleseminar formula, resource link will be below, of course, that it was so easy and that everyone that I asked said yes. And it really has just been a quick tweet or a DM to some of these people I've connected with, and they said yes. Big failure of the week, because we all have them and we all just need to embrace them and learn from them, had to do with my marketing efforts for my marketing campaign of my new iPhone app that is out in the App Store for iTunes. I held a contest, and actually contests are an incredible marketing tool to incorporate into all of your marketing. But what I did that I see was a failure, I created a contest for all the blog authors and website owners in my niche, in this new niche that I know nothing about. And I just started blasting them with emails saying, hey, market my stuff, and you'll win this. And who was I? No one knew me. I didn't take the time to build a relationship with them first. I kind of just shoved some stuff down their throats because I was trying to move fast with it. And what happened? I got little response. So I emailed over 60, 70 different website and blog owners and got a very small percentage. That was a failure of the week. So what can you learn from that failure? What did I learn? Was that if you're going into a new niche, and I mean, if you are new, that is going to be, no matter what, your first one is going to be a new niche for you. Take the time to build some relationships with some key players first. Give value to them before you just start asking. And that is what you can take away from my failure of the week. And don't worry, I'll have plenty more for you. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish up with this week's resource of the week. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I love video. I'm passionate about using video in my marketing. So I want to direct you to an awesome resource by Carrie Wilkerson, the Barefoot Executive, and Perry Lawrence of AskMrVideo.com, and their new video magnetism course, which is really cool. The link is also below this video. I got to partake in one of the live workshops, and you'll see my testimonial on the page, but really opened my eyes to some really cool stuff on how you should be using video. So go click that link, check it out, and let me know what you think. I'm James Wedmore. This has been another edition of our video newsletter for Reality Mastermind. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks.